Good news, sir. Dorn's giving me a clean bill of health. I'm free to get back to work right away.
I'll be glad to have you backing me up again.
Let's get to it.
Sir, there is a very important matter that requires your immediate attention. I've noted numerous reports and personnel documents that the other members of the squad have failed to keep up to date. I've collected the files into datapads. I suggest that the others take them off ship to fill out. A change of scenery helps when completing reports, I think.
Sounds like a plan to me, Alara.
Very good, sir. So, based on past performance when filing reports, Jorgen will complete his tasks the fastest. I've estimated at least 73 minutes. Do you think we could find a productive way to spend the time before us, sir?
Let's get straight to work.
Gladly. I suppose it's wrong to hope that the rest of the squad gets behind on their reports again soon. Is it time to get back to work?
Dorn! Bless it, where are you?
I think our time is up for now. This was fantastic. Let's not wait too long for next time.
I ever tell you about the time we were ordered to take out Moff Dallam? Dangerous mark. Wiley is that... Hang on. Incoming transmission. Care to guess who it is?
Major, Senior Agent Zane here. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear earlier. Or perhaps you thought an unauthorized rescue mission wouldn't constitute as interfering?
We knew exactly what we were doing.
Thought so. I understand your concern for your comrades, but you morons are only complicating things.
You're addressing the commander of Havoc Squad, Zane. You will show him the proper respect.
Apologies, but this is a delicate operation and your continued involvement will only jeopardize its completion.
We could have worked together if you'd kept us in the loop.
I would have if this had been any of your business.
Your operation's falling apart, Zane. Now either rescue the Deadeyes yourself, or get out of the way.
I don't take orders from grunts. This mission is over when I say it is.
I've had it with this guy. Permission to cut him off, sir.
I'd rather do it myself.
By all means. Good riddance. I can't tell if he really dropped the ball on this one or if he's still just lying to us. Either way, the SIS had their chance. Time for Havoc Squad to get the job done right.
Come in, Major. This is General Garza. The situation on Belsavis is complicated, so let's begin immediately. Belsavis houses a top-secret prison colony for the worst offenders in the Republic, Sith Lords, war criminals, and mass murderers. That prison is under heavy assault. The Imperials are attempting to free their captured comrades. While you're in the field, do whatever you can to impede them.
I get the impression the prison break isn't why I'm here.
Your primary objective is to extract the pilots of Daggerwing, an elite Navy starfighter unit, from within the prison zone and return them to service.
Were these pilots shot down? Will they need medical attention?
They weren't sent to Belsavis on a mission. They're inmates. The pilots of Daggerwing are serving life sentences on Belsavis for participating in an unauthorized bombing mission that killed thousands of Imperial civilians. The attack was so brutal that High Command had no choice but to disavow the incident and sweep away the pilots responsible, permanently.
Why did they target civilians?
Daggerwing thought they were acting in the Republic's best interests at the time, but results far outweigh intentions. The Republic needs Daggerwing back in the fight, regardless of their past crimes. Starfighter pilots of their caliber are in very short supply. A prison guard captain named Zess will direct you to Daggerwing CO, Conrad Gall. Contact him, extract the pilots, and then report back to me. Garza out.
Sir, I was wondering if you've received any messages from Captain Kaylor recently. I've not heard anything since the situation with Raidu. I'm a bit concerned, to be honest.
Captain Kaylor hasn't sent me any messages.
I suppose it's possible he's moved on to other cases, but I can't help but suspect that he's still planning something. I attempted to contact him for my standard activity report, but I was told that he's out of the office on an important assignment. I can't help but wonder if I'm a part of that assignment. I don't look forward to finding out.
Whatever Kaylor does, we'll deal with it.
We have enough to deal with as it is. I shouldn't be thinking about problems that may not exist. Sorry to trouble you, sir. Let's just get back to work.
Master, I've marked the best escape pod for your sole use.
Good luck.
Good go.
Welcome to Macula Station, gateway to the Belsavis penal colonies. Feel free to ask me about our correctional facilities.
Can it, 05? This is a prison, not a tourist attraction. Warden Plate's already approved your entry, Major. Please declare any weapons you might be carrying, such as blasters, knives, explosives.
Put me down for all of the above.
Of course. Normally, I'd confiscate your equipment, but the Warden wants you planetside ASAP. Given the situation, I figure he'll want you carrying.
What does the Warden want with me?
Couldn't say. Best not to keep him waiting, though. Just take the shuttle and report to the Warden immediately. And be careful, it's nasty down there.
Power packs, check. Stun baton, check. Binders, check.
Excuse me, Captain. I was told you could help me locate Daggerwing's CO.
Major. Glad you caught me. Was just heading out to round up another wave of runners. The imps are springing everyone they can. The daggers volunteered to help get things under control, so they're spread out across the prison.
Can you put me in contact with Comrade Gall?
Gall's in one of the higher security zones, so my comm won't reach him. The dagger's XO is closer, though. Let's give him a shot. Harlan? Harlan, come in. This is Zess, over.
Zess? Huh, good timing, pal. We need backup ASAP. The imps are opening the vaults.
Are they insane? We'll get you backup, Harlan. Just hang in there.
Give me coordinates and I'll double time it to your position.
Who is that? Forget it. I'll take anyone you've got. We've got some imps cornered in one of the vault entrances, but we're shot up pretty bad. We need med packs and mad power, and we need them yesterday.
Help is on the way, Harlan. Zess out. Out of med packs. But there are some caches you can raid on your way to Harlan. Here are the coordinates.
I'll grab the med packs and back Harlan up right away.
Stay on your toes out there. This place is a madhouse.
About time, Major. Was beginning to think you Havoc Squad hotshots were all talk. I'm Warden Plate. This here's my second-in-command, Growl. Now, let's get one thing straight. This is my prison. You want to help out, bust a few heads, fine. But you'll do things my way. Understand?
What's going on here?
You haven't heard? Got ourselves a planet-wide stampede on our hands. This facility houses some of the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. It was one of the Republic's best-kept secrets until the Empire caught on.
Our guards found a subspace transmitter in one of the prison wards. Crude, but functional. Must have taken decades to scrap together.
Blasted thing led the Imperials right to us. They snuck in, sprang the prisoners, and blew open the armories in a single strike.
You're telling me the prisoners are all free and armed?
That's the short of it. The military's already sent a few elite detachments our way. Been about as useful as a tauntaun in a sandstorm.
Last we heard, they'd lost the deep prison. Encountered some unknown species in the maximum security wing. And they're getting pummeled.
Let them sweat. Our priority is securing this level. And that means stamping out a gang of lunatics calling themselves the Condemned. They're all second and third generation prisoners. Born and raised right here in the prison. Just as twisted as the scum they're descended from.
Sounds like they got a pretty raw deal.
Save your sympathy. They're animals. Every last one. Thanks to them, our security fields are down and our access to the armories has been cut off. We're sitting naked here. If we can retake the armories and get those fields back online, we'll be in business. Then we'll... Wait, what's that?
Warden! Return fire!
Neutralized.
Seal off the wing! No one gets in or out without my say-so! Kelsa, how's the warden?
Dead, sir. Clean shot to the head. I think that makes you the new warden.
I hadn't thought of that.
Chain of command is there for a reason, Warden. Time to buck up and take charge.
All right. I'll do what I can for now. Securing this station is our first priority. Another ambush like that and we're through. Our security field should keep the prisoners out. Some condemned saboteurs trashed the field generator, and the whole network is down.
Leave it to me, sir. A few tools, a little elbow grease, and I'll have that generator back up in no time.
That generator could still be crawling with prisoners. I'd feel a lot better knowing someone was watching her back.
She'll be safe. You have my word.
I'll hold you to that.
Just let me slip into something more blaster-resistant.
The generator isn't far. Just keep those lunatics away from Kelsa. Give them one for the Warden.
It's useless. This droid's nothing but a junk heap without replacement parts. I can't take it, Major. Between the convicts shooting us and our equipment breaking, it's a wonder we're alive. There's 100 screaming crazies out there, all my men are hurt, and the Warden droids that are supposed to help us don't function.
I can drive off the prisoners and buy you a little breathing room.
It won't help. They'll just come back. If our droids were working, we'd have a chance, but they all need motivator coils. The blasted Mandalorians raided our supply depot and ran off with our extra coils, so we've got nothing. Mandos aren't like other convicts. They're more like a military unit than a gang. Even set up their own headquarters.
What are Mandalorians doing on Belsavis?
They were captured after they wiped out some backwater planet. Real nasty. Real resourceful. They've even scavenged a bunch of old Warden droids and turned them into turret defenses. That's why they took the coils. You wanna help? Break open those turrets the Mandos built and bring me the motivator coils. With those, these droids will be back online.
Neutralize the turrets and requisition the motivator coils. Check. I'll be right back.
If you can pull it off, we'll have a chance. But I'll believe it when I see it. The camp's near the remnants of the prison housing. The turrets guard the perimeter. Be careful out there. The Mandos are gonna go ballistic if you start breaking their toys.
Shield generators are still in one piece at least. The imps haven't smashed everything.
That should do it. Throw the switch and cross your fingers.
Grawl here. It looks like that did it. The security fields just went up. Not a moment too soon. Even better, that boost jump-started the station's internal generators. We're rerouting power to them now.
That means the prisoners won't be able to knock out the fields again, right?
For the time being. You did good. And thank you for looking after Kelsa. She's only a junior corrections officer. I'd hate to see anything happen to her. On that note, I just received intel from Republic Command that those condemned lunatics have already responded to our shield restoration. They just hit another armory. This one's unique, though. It's stocked with all kinds of prototype weaponry, including our new Magnetar rifles.
Not ringing any bells. Must be some kind of new ordnance.
Well, they're cutting edge, all right. The Magnetar rifles were specifically designed to disrupt energy shields. The technology's experimental, but effective. Our security fields won't last against one of those things. A single shot takes a while to load up, but it could punch right through our defenses.
Why would you even carry that kind of weaponry?
I kept a few on hand after some prisoners got loose and barricaded themselves in their cells. Never thought they might be used against us. I need you to get to that armory and secure those weapons. Those maniacs escape with even one rifle. It's over for us. Try not to kill anyone if you can. There's been enough death already. Bring the rifles back to the station once you've retrieved them. Grawl out.
Here. These stun grenades should take the fight out of them.
Every soldier needs advanced training to beat the Empire. Go big or go home.
I've got your motivator coils. Are your droids ready?
They're as ready as they can be. I should just be able to drop in the coils and they'll be running. We're not out of the woods, but at least with the droids to help out, we've got a fighting chance. Glad you made it back.
I said I'd bring you the motivator coils. I keep my promises.
It was a huge deal for my men. Maybe we'll even survive this riot.
Welcome back. Glad to see you made it, and with all the rifles, no less. I appreciate you keeping the body count to a minimum. The last thing we need is to provoke the rioters even further. With the shield generator online and the Magnetar rifles back in our hands, we'll be safe for a while. Thank you.
Any other weapons I should be worried about the prisoners getting their hands on?
Just the usual assortment of blasters and vibroblades. Good news. We finally have a lead on the Condemned's ringleader. Found this holo recording on one of Plate's assassins. Take a look.
Brothers, sisters, I am Nyranos. Like you, I was born into captivity, shackled by the crimes of my ancestors. Our forefathers rot in the bowels of this prison, their debt to the Republic repaid in full. Yet, here we remain, guiltless. We must stand united against this injustice. Together we will tear down these walls and seize our freedom.
He goes on from there, but you get the idea. This guy is bad news. He's cunning, ruthless, and worst of all, charismatic.
Sounds like he has every reason to be upset.
Don't buy into the whole hero of the people routine. He's injected just enough truth into his rants to rally his followers. Nyranos is dangerous, but he's just a puppet. The Empire's been using him to provoke the inmates. Fortunately, they slipped up.
That's right. I isolated several audio cues from the recording and got a fix on its origin. Could be their headquarters.
This is the break we've been waiting for. Now that we know where they're hiding, we can finally take the fight to them.
The sooner we quell this riot, the better.
Well said. Nyranos and his Imperial cohorts are the brains behind the Condemned. We take them out, we end this riot. Get to their hideout. If Nyranos is there, eliminate him. Otherwise, find out what they're up to. Any insight could go a long way.
Fully understood.
Hang on to those stun grenades Kelsa gave you. Kill the Imperials if you like, but again, I'd prefer the prisoners were subdued non-lethally. Contact me when you've cleared out of the base. I'll be waiting for your report.
Hawkins, take Rawat and check the North Tower. If the prisoners have it, let me know and I'll send reinforcements. It's Major, right? I'm sure glad to see you. The prisoners are going from building to building, attacking everyone. Worse, I've got civilians hiding in the prisoner intake yard. If the convicts find them, it'll be a massacre.
This is a prison. Where did the civilians come from?
Many of the guards bring their families with them. It's good for morale, but now they're in danger. We're moving them off-world as soon as possible. I managed to scare up an armored transport. Problem is, there's an army of bloodthirsty convicts between the transport and the guards' families.
I'll clear the prisoners out of the area.
I knew I could count on you. Just be careful. They aren't showing anyone mercy. I need you to clear a path for the transport so it can get to those civvies. The prisoners are gonna throw everything they've got at you. Honestly, I wouldn't send a womp rat on this suicide run, but I'm out of options. Can you do it?
I'll clear the way for your transport.
Thanks. With you on the job, I can concentrate on bringing other areas under control. You'll need to clear a path from there to the prisoner intake yard. That should buy enough time to get the civilians.
I thought they were gonna rip the transport apart. Clear a path to the intake yard. I'll follow you.
Another kill.
Thanks a lot. That'll make my job easier. You should go now.
wing's still kicking, you murdering coward!
Backups here, Harlan. And your med packs.
Best news I've had all day. So did the Army finally send reinforcements, or... Havoc Squad? It's our lucky day, ladies and gents. Dig in and patch yourselves up. The Army has sent their best.
I want the Imperial's position, their armament, everything.
They're dug in farther into the tunnels, and they've got some serious heat. If we hadn't caught them by surprise, we'd all be dead. There may be even worse things in here, too. I've heard there's scary stuff locked in these vaults. Nobody opens them, ever.
I'll keep my eyes open for anything unusual.
We'll make sure nobody flanks you. Give those imps what they deserve.
Down.
Looks like we won this round. On your feet, people. Get ready to move out. Sounded like some serious fighting. You all right there, ground pounder?
There was nothing I couldn't handle.
No, I'd expect not. Look, maybe I was a little short with you. It's good to hear the command wants us back, but they burned us pretty bad. I don't know what they told you about us, but we aren't murderers. We never would have launched if we'd known that complex was full of civilians.
What did you think you were bombing?
Our target was a Sith Lord, Andoru, a real sadistic bit of scum. He's raised dozens of Republic colonies and left no survivors. Intel put Andoru on Fest with nothing but soldiers and factories for company. We launched at full burn, dropped everything we had. And now we're here.
That must have been very hard on your unit.
If not for Commander Gall, the men would have gone rogue for sure. Speaking of the men...
Harlan, sir, we've got a situation. Lin, Tai, and Seymour are trapped in one of the prison complexes. We can't get them out.
Great. Hang tight, Cal. We'll get you some backup on the double. What do you say, Major? You need all of Daggerwing, right? Care to go 2 for 2 on rescue ops today?
Havoc Squad doesn't leave anyone behind.
Glad to hear it. You can meet up with Cal at these coordinates. I'll get these slackers back to base and catch up with you after. Good luck.
Grawl, the leaders aren't here, and you're going to want to hear this.
A neural disruptor? Can they even do that?
It's possible, sir. Would incapacitate us all. However, I should be able to recalibrate the security shields to block out its effects.
Do it. I don't want to be a twitching, drooling heap when the condemned get here. That's one crisis averted, but you better get back here fast. Once they realize the disruptor didn't work, they'll attack in force.
Just hold them off until I get there.
We'll try, but no promises. Hurry back as soon as you can. Grawl out.
It's too late. We held them off for a while, but they broke through. Most of our personnel fell back to the armory, but... Kelsa... She was a model officer. Those animals cut her down without a second thought. Would have been a massacre if you hadn't warned us about that disruptor. Oh, they'll die for this. The Condemned, the Imperials, and Niranos.
I thought you wanted to resolve all this without violence.
I've exhausted my mercy. Those maniacs want a bloodbath. I say we give it to them. They're barricaded in the control room. We prevented them from slicing the central terminal remotely. Now they're trying to access it manually. I saved one of the Magnetar rifles for you. Should get you through the security fields. Get in there and finish this.
How do you work this thing? This antiquated tech is older than... Niranos? Company.
I'd heard one of the famed Havoc commandos was killing my men. Your reputation is well deserved, Major. I'm glad our paths have finally crossed.
Stand down, Niranos. Put a stop to this madness.
Never! We've come too far to just crawl back into our cells. Neither I nor my comrades have committed any crime against the Republic. We will have our freedom, one way or another.
Do shut up, Niranos. No one wants to hear another speech. Just kill this upstart.
We came to negotiate, Imperial. Fight your own battles.
Speak for yourself. I'll take a fistful of Imperial credits over your crusade any day.
At least a few of you animals know the meaning of loyalty. As for you, Niranos, you can die with the rest.
Shot.
My own men, throwing me to the Imperials for a few credits. Only a lifetime in prison will breed that kind of desperation. But please, put down your weapon and let us speak. No one else needs to die today. I would have negotiated sooner, but those Imperial watchdogs wouldn't allow it.
I thought they were your allies. Why the sudden change of heart?
The Empire's aims were never ours. They extended a helping hand, only to catch us by the throat. But if words are not enough, allow me to prove my sincerity. Attention, my fellow condemned. This is Niranos. Lay down your arms. It's time we resolve this peacefully.
Stop right there, you murdering scum! You won't poison this prison anymore! Why are you just standing there? Kill that lunatic so we can end this madness!
A good soldier knows when to fight and when to talk.
You're not gonna listen to that madman, are you? How could you just forget everything he's done?
Neither I nor any of the condemned have ever been convicted of a crime. We merely inherited our ancestors' sentences. All we want is our freedom. Perhaps a small piece of land on Belsavis, where we can live in peace. We deserve that much.
Only thing this nutcase deserves is a blaster bolt between the eyes. If you don't kill him, I will!
You've heard our demands. Do what you will. Just know that I'll die before I return to that cell.
Niranos is willing to forget the past, Grawl. It's time you did the same. Do the right thing and help him settle his people.
Yes, you're right. This has gone too far. You'll have your freedom, Niranos. You're going to work for it. I expect you and your people to help us restore order here.
Agreed. And thank you for seeing reason. We will not forget this.
I'm just glad we were able to settle this without any more violence.
As am I.
The sector is more or less secure now, but that a Colonel Hauer has been asking for assistance in the high security wing. I told him I didn't have any men to spare, but that you might be able to lend a hand. He's expecting you now. You go on ahead. We've got things under control here. Just be careful. The innermost wings are real madhouses.
Mechanized travel is for official business only. Be safe out there. Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
Colonel Hauer, Warden Grawl told me you could use a hand here.
That's right. Heard you put down a riot in his neck of the woods. Heck of a feat.
Certainly piqued my interest. Senator Tudos, chairman of the Penal Oversight Committee. Delighted to finally meet you. You know, I applied for military service myself when I was your age. Didn't pan out, but I do love a good war story.
Senator, focus.
Right. Things have spiraled out of control here. Thousands of prisoners on the loose. Segregation thrown out the door. A veritable frenzy of interspecies violence.
Then I'd hop on the first ship out of here. This is no place for a senator.
Tempting, but the Republic has invested no small sum into this facility. I need to make sure certain, interests are being protected. Our biggest concern is a tribe of Ratataki called the Blood of Talath. Bunch of raving fanatics bent on slaughtering every other species. They are ambitious, crafty. Recently took to ambushing warden droids and stripping away their power cores.
Intel suggests they're compiling the stolen power cores into one massive bomb. Probably mean to blast their way out of here.
The infrastructure here looks pretty solid. You don't think it'll hold?
And the walls are reinforced with Duracrete. But even they won't withstand a few dozen power core explosions. If the Ratataki break free, they'll kill anyone they find. Guards, prisoners...
Not to mention senators. You've got to disable that bomb and contain this madness.
Those Ratataki aren't going anywhere.
Splendid. I knew we could count on you.
It'd probably be best to keep the Ratataki from acquiring any more power cores. If you can retrieve some of the power cores they stole, we should be able to modify the warden droids to prevent future tampering.
Dismantling that bomb comes first, though. There should be a security terminal somewhere in the area. Report in when you've defused the bomb.
Whoa, a major? Havoc Squad. This is huge. Oh, I'm Cal. Look, it's a real honor to meet you. Real honor. You're here to help, right?
Give me the situation, Cal.
Now, with all the commotion going on, we started seeing breakouts from one of the labor camps. Some real bad characters in there, believe me. The worst is a guy named Gouge. You don't even want to know what that freak was up to before they locked him up.
You told Harlan that several pilots were trapped in the prison now.
Yeah, right, because of Gouge. Let me explain. One of the guard officers, Brock, wanted to storm the labor camp and make sure Gouge didn't escape. Bit obsessed, that guy. Well, 3 of our people volunteered to back Brock up. But things went bad at the labor camp, and now they're all trapped.
Can your pilots confirm their current situation?
I can't get through to them. Last I heard, they were holed up pretty good. Here are the last coordinates Brock gave me. You should find everyone there. A little stressed, so go easy on them. Oh, one other thing. Somebody shut off all the surveillance cameras in the area, so if you could switch them back on, it'd help a lot.
The Dagger Wing pilots are my first priority. Everything else is secondary.
Whoa, nice! I've never been a priority before. I'll be here if you need anything, Major. Good luck.